Hello and welcome to English 2 Unit 1 with me, Professor Neil, and my TA assistant, Yonghee.
Hello, this is TA Younghee.
So Yonghee is going to assist us with the course, acting as my assistant and partner, and to guide you through the vocabulary, grammar, dialogues, reading, writing, etc. that we're going to study on this course. So before we start, just a little thing. So yes, I'm your Professor Neil. We are online, obviously. Each week I will upload 2 videos and 2 homework. You should watch the videos and then submit the homework to eClass. Is that clear? I hope so. So if you have any questions, please message me on eClass, or you can find me on Kakao. My ID is The Neil, TheNeil. Or you can contact the main office and they will send a message to me for you. So, if you have any messages, remember, message me. Alright, otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the videos, I hope you enjoyed the course, and we will now start.
Let's start.
Let's start with the starter. Alright, so in the starter, we are starting a new semester, and we have to match the questions and answers, and we should practice them with a partner. And as I said, Yonghee is my partner. So you can see in the picture here, he asked the lady on the right, "What's your major?" And she replies, "It's business management." So here he says, "What's your major?" She says, "It's business management." So what is it? What is it? Let's just take a look at that for a moment. So they're on campus. This is university campus. And oh, there we go. And there we go. We got our 2 students. And he says, "Hi, what is your major?"
My major is business management.
Yes. That is what we call the long answer. Because here she doesn't say it, she says my major. So when people ask you questions, you have 3 options. Or 3 main options for your answer. You can give a long answer. Or you can give a medium answer. Hi, what is your major?
It is business management.
Yes. Notice how in the example in the book she says it's. So you can contract it, can become it's. For even a shorter medium answer. Or maybe you're in a hurry, maybe you're busy, maybe you just want to go. And so you might employ the short answer. Hi, what is your major?
Business management.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Yes. Short, quick dialogue, okay? So, in these questions, people ask questions, the other person gives an answer. There are different types of questions. So let's go back to the starter. And you can see here, you got what's your major? And on the left we've got questions. We've got 6 questions. And you have to match them with the answers on the right. So if you have the book, stop the video and read the questions and match them with the answers on the right. So pause the video, do the exercise, and then restart the video, and we will go through the answers for you. Here we go. So question 1, which gives you the answer already. You can see, is your major difficult?
Yes, my major is difficult, but it's interesting.
Yeah, so here they add a bit. Here they say yes, comma, but it's interesting. But his question was, is your major difficult? The short answer is yes. Here she doesn't give the full answer. She moves to a different point, but it's interesting. So she should say, yes, my major is difficult, but it's interesting, would be the very long answer. But again, she wanted to keep it short. She just said yes, and she said, but it's interesting.
I could just say yes.
Yes, because he didn't ask her, is it interesting? She gave extra information.
TMI.
Yes, too much information. TMI, we like that one. So let's look at number 2. How many courses are you taking?
I am taking 5 courses.
Yes. So notice here the contraction I'm. I am becomes I'm. And here they add an extra thing. I'm taking 5 courses this semester. Right? But she didn't need to say that. That was optional. That's an optional phrase, and we'll talk more about optional phrases later in the course. Number 3. What's your favorite course?
I like accounting best.
Yes. So again, she gave extra information here, best. Right? Accounting is her favorite course. Younghee, what's your favorite course?
I like phonology best.
You like phonology best. That's good. Phonology, what is phonology?
It's a study of language sound.
Oh, sounds very interesting. You must have a good professor.
Professor Neil.
Yeah. Do you have a class with Professor Davis?
Yes, he teaches my finance class.
So yes, the answer in the book here is yes, he teaches my finance class. But maybe you don't. Do you have a class with Professor Davis? Oh, that's the same one, so we don't need that. So you would often say, you could say no, he doesn't. I don't have a class with Professor Davis. Number 5, and so because questions 4 and 5 are yes and no questions. So you got, are you from Stanford?
No, I am from Seattle.
Yeah, so here's a bit strange because Stanford is a university. And she says, no, I'm from a city. Alright, so I think that she's confused by his question. Because
The book makes it
yes,
confusing.
So let's ask Younghee, are you from Stanford?
No, I'm from Dongso University in Busan, Korea.
Yes, because Stanford is a university. That's what we associate it with. Stanford is the university Steve Jobs went to. That's why it's so famous. Last one though, number 6. What do you do after school?
I study in my dormitory. Oh.
So here, Younghee, do you study in your dormitory every day?
No.
Just sometimes?
Occasionally.
Okay, occasionally. So it's a habit. It's a habit. It's something you do again and again. So this question is focusing on habits, things you do again. It's almost a fact, but it's not an exact fact because it can change. As Younghee said, she occasionally does it.
Regular action.
Regular action, regular activity.
Or regular event.
So some of these answers are, in a sense, explaining the habits and the behavior of the student at university. So we're just going to go through them again, just one more time. Younghee, if you read the questions and I'll read the answers.
Good. Question number 1. Is your major difficult?
Yes, my major is difficult, but it's interesting.
Question number 2. How many courses are you taking?
I'm taking 5 courses this semester.
Number 3. What's your favorite course?
Oh, I like accounting best.
Number 4. Do you have a class with Professor Davis?
Yes, I have a class with Professor Davis. He teaches my finance class.
Number 5. Are you from Stanford?
No, I am from Seattle.
Question number 6. What do you do after school?
I study in my dormitory.
Very studious student.
Alright, so we're going to try this, and I might put this in the homework. So Yonghee, read the questions again and I will give Professor Neil's answers.
Professor Neil's answer.
Yes.
Okay. Professor Neil, is your major difficult?
No, because I am not doing a major now, but it was difficult.
How many courses were you taking?
So you notice how Yonghee, because she understands this, I did my major in the past, not now, so she changed R to were you taking. I was taking about 8 courses a semester.
What was your favorite course?
Oh, good question. My favorite course was mathematical modeling. Very hard.
Number 4. Did you have a class with Professor Davis?
Maybe I had a professor called Professor Davis, so maybe, yes.
Number 5. Are you from Stanford?
No, I am from Portsmouth in England.
Number 6. What did you do after school?
I would ride my bicycle.
And what do you do after school these days?
These days, I ride my bicycle or I go hiking. Things haven't changed. Wonderful. Okay. Well, shall we ask Yonghee?
No,
No.
Professor.
Okay. Too much information. TMI.
We have a whole semester to get to know each other.
Okay, good. So, that's the starter finished. Let's move on now to the dialogue 2-1. Okay. And let's fire up. So if you have the book, you come down from the starter to the dialogue. If you don't have the book, watch the video. Alright, so in the first part of this, so we have Matt and Steve talking. So for this part of the dialogue, we have Matt and Steve. I will read Matt. And Yonghee, could you read Steve for us?
Steve.
Let's go. What electives are you taking this semester?
I am taking art history with Professor Keenan.
Is it interesting?
Yes, we are learning about different painting styles.
Oh, you're lucky. All of my courses are required. I spent every day in the science lab.
That's because you're majoring in chemistry. When's your next class today?
It starts at 2 o'clock.
Good. Let's stop by the coffee shop. Jenny's working now. And I want to ask her about our assignment.
Oh, that's good. Okay, let's go. That's the dialogue between Matt and Steve. That's our first dialogue in the book.
Professor Neil? So what is electives?
Okay, so in the starter, we talked about how many courses are you taking? And the person said they are taking 5 courses. So every course is a class. And when you start the semester, you have to choose a certain number of classes. Now, some of those classes you have to do. You must do. And they are the required classes.
Courses required are must do.
Must do. But electives are ones you choose.
It's a free choice.
Free choice. Yes, it is a free choice. So electives are ones you choose. They are not compulsory. Whereas required classes are compulsory. You must do them. So the electives are what, Yonghee?
In Korean?
Yes.
선택 과목.
Oh, that's good. 성곽당.
Required is 필수 과목.
필수 과목.
과목.
과목. Good explanations. So we have electives, which means classes you choose that are not required, and they're usually quite fun classes. Required classes are more serious and related to your major, and you have to do them. So like, I guess if you're on English 2 class, this is an elective. Oh, No, it's
required
required.
to graduate.
You have to pass this class. So good luck. Good luck.
Good luck, students.
All right, so to try and help you understand the dialogue, because there will be these questions in the midterm test and in the homework. Remember, there are 2 homework every week that you need to submit to E-class. So let's ask you some questions about the dialogue. So Yonghee, I'll read the question. You answer if that's okay. What course is Steve taking with Professor Keenan?
He's taking art history.
Yes. Okay. He is taking art history with Professor Keenan.
I'm really focusing at the moment because it's about homework.
Okay.
The homework is not electives. Homeworks are required.
Yes, homeworks are required for attendance. What is Professor Keenan teaching on the course?
Professor Keenan is teaching different painting styles.
Yes, so Professor Keenan is teaching and Steve is learning. So when he says we, he means the students on the course are learning about different painting styles. And Matt's like, you're lucky. Oh, so lucky. Because, does Steve have to take the class with Professor Keenan?
No, Steve doesn't have to because Professor Keenan's course is elective.
Yes, Professor Keenan's course is elective. Steve does not have to take the class, but he chose to because...
It's fun.
Yes, it's fun. What is Matt majoring in?
Matt is majoring in chemistry.
Chemistry, yes. He is majoring in chemistry. Notice how we say the word majoring and the preposition in. Right? It's always the 2 are connected. Where does Matt have to spend most of his time?
Oh, he has to spend most of his time in the science lab.
Mm-hmm. So that's something he has to habitually choose to do. So he has to do it again and again.
Poor man.
Yeah. Okay. So the next bit we're going to be looking at is the grammar.
Grammar, my word.
Yes, so notice here we highlight in yellow be-the-ing. V stands for verb. What is the Korean for verb?
동사?
동사. So V stands for 동사, verb. So we've got be, main verb plus ing. So we've got be, main verb, ing. Be, main verb, ing. So that's your main verb phrase in the sentence. And they are talking about things they are doing now. So this ing is about things they're doing now or things they're doing over a prolonged period of time. So like, for example, Jenny is working now, but she's going to stop working soon. At some stage. You are majoring in chemistry. You're going to finish that one day. We are learning about different painting styles. That's what we're doing now for the duration of the semester. And I'm taking art history for the duration of this semester. So it will all finish, but we don't know when it's going to finish, but it's going to finish. But Jenny's going to finish working soon. These ones will finish later.
They all have limited time.
Limited time. I like that. Limited time. Yes, we all have limited time. So let's look at the grammar. Move to the grammar section. Here they are on campus.
Which campus is that?
University of Toronto.
Toronto? Isn't Toronto in Canada?
Yes, it's in Canada. And it looks nice. I've never been there.
Look quite modern.
I believe Canada. I've never been to Canada. It's a modern country. I got it because it looked good. Present simple and present progressive. Present simple, present progressive. So this side is what everything is called present simple. On the right, everything is called present progressive. Present simple, there are main verbs, and there is sometimes an auxiliary, but it's talking about things that don't change much. Present progressive talks about things that are happening now, but will change in the future. So the point is, present simple almost talks about things that won't change much.
So, Professor Neil,
Mm-hmm.
so present simple is like simply fixed?
For some things,
Yeah.
but not all things. So for these ones where they talk about facts, these are fixed. What shape is this, Younghee?
That's 정사각형.
Yes,
정사각형.
a square. So here it says squares have 4 sides. So this is a square. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. That fact never changes. It's
So,
fixed.
Squares have 4 equal sides, means all the sides have to be same length.
Yes, that's a fact. It's a fact, it never changes. Over here we have a strawberry. Strawberries taste sweet. They always taste sweet. It never changes. And then lastly, the sky at night is dark. That
So if
never changes.
strawberry doesn't taste sweet, then it's not strawberry?
Yes, according to the facts. According to the facts.
I'm just got
Yeah.
curious.
So yeah, that's the point of facts. But facts aren't always correct.
Because when strawberry is not ripen enough, then get quite bitter.
Yes. So facts are usually true, but not always true. Let's be clear on that. The sky gets dark at night, but then if you're in the moonlight, it's not dark. Oh, confusing. But the main verb here, there is one main verb, and it links the subject with the other part of the
So
sentence.
when say general facts means generally, right? Normally.
Normally true.
Yeah,
Normally true.
normally true, not 100%.
Yes. But notice here there's no ing, no be verb. So next, of course. Then we have habitual events. I was talking about habitual things before. Jenny, habitual behavior was she is working. Right, so in the dialogue there was habitual. There are things you do.
But she was not habitually working. She was temporarily working.
working. So habitual, the point here is it's not temporary. It goes on again and again. So I work at a restaurant. So here, habitual events, there's the verb again. Notice here we've got the does in pink because it's an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb, and the do here is the main verb. So we've got main verbs, and they are things that happened in the past, happen in the present, and will continue to happen in the future. They will just go on forever and ever and ever. They will never finish. But they might finish, because I work at a restaurant. But obviously, you're not always going to work at a restaurant. You will die.
Like I play the piano.
Yes, you do stop. But we talk. So when they started
Regularly.
Yes, they are regular events, things you do on a regular basis. So next, we're not going too deep into the grammar here. We're just talking about how the grammar is used to explain things. So present progressive, the main focus here is they're talking about things happening now. And they're the ones we saw in the dialogue. So here, she is holding a book. Alright, so they happen now. And our last one, present progressive, is prolonged events of limited duration. They are things that will go on for a long time but will stop. So Tom is living with his parents until he buys his own house. She is studying at the State University until she graduates. I am watching a new TV series until it finishes. And that's the point here. These things finish. The ones with ing finish. The ones without the ing. So present progressive finishes. Present simple goes on forever. Maybe. So we're going to need to practice that. And we're going to do that in the second part of the video. So thank you for joining us. And we will see you in part 2. Right, and in part 2...
Grammar finished.
Grammar finished. In part 2, we will look at the dialogue. So see you in part 2. Bye.